Good morning, everybody. We're here in Edinburgh, Scotland. It's really busy on the ramp here. We are headed back to Canada today, the second Atlantic crossing. We're going to Reykjavik and then Greenland and then Goose Bay, Canada. 43,000 feet, 2 hours and 45 minutes on the first trip. Jeff's in the left seat. Come along for the ride with us.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, start approved, report ready for taxi.
We'll report ready to taxi, start approved, thanks.
Alright, clear right.
TAWS, system test okay.
While Jeff gets the jet started, I just wanted to thank you for joining us on this trek across Europe. Edinburgh was a beautiful city, and I'm hoping to spend more time there soon. As we head back to the States, you'll see some interesting things on the upcoming flights. Stunning views over Greenland and a busy arrival into the New York area. On this leg, we took a shortcut after departure that put us outside radar coverage, and we ended with another rainy ILS approach into Reykjavik, this time with a G3000 avionics failover. Enjoy the flight.
Good morning, Lufthansa 524, back
Accept initialization.
Standard 2524, Edinburgh going, taxi stand 10 via
Nav
Foxtrot.
departure.
Stand 10 via Foxtrot.
And we are going off runway 6. And I will put some.
Okay, you got all that?
Yep, I'm going to move this over there.
Dot 9 kilo, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.705.
Alright, we're ready.
118.705, that's 9 kilo, bye.
Before taxi, air conditioners on, electric trim was checked.
Yep.
Autopilot was engaged and disengaged,
been.
saw you
Yep.
do that. Aileron rudder trims.
Still checked.
Flight controls free and correct.
Coming back. Up on
Right
my
side.
side, down on my side. Check.
Speed brakes, extended, retracted. I see up,
Up and coming
down. Ice protection systems we won't need on this flight, and we checked them on the way in. Avionics already set up. Takeoff data, we've got numbers.
Yeah, 102.4
Altimeters are 10183 times.
Check.
Pressurization, landing field elevation 45 looks right. Messages are known whites, aft divider, and passenger safety switch. All right, you ready for taxi?
And we're ready to taxi.
Just looking for the pen over here on the right side.
I'll just move just a smidge.
Yep.
Good morning, Edinburgh. Ground Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo with Alpha to General Aviation ramp for taxi.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, taxi on the point Mike 3 via Hotel and Mike.
Holding point Mike 3 via Hotel and Mike 2 Whiskey Bravo.
All right.
Hotel, and
yeah,
Mike 3's
hotel's
right
here.
there.
Mike to Mike 3. All right, good morning, everybody. We're in Edinburgh, Scotland. We got Jeff in the left seat. He'll be left seat 2 trips today, and I'll take the trip from Reykjavik to Greenland. He's doing Scotland to Reykjavik, and then Greenland to Goose Bay, Canada. Welcome aboard, 43,000 feet, about 2 hours and 40 minutes en route. Enjoy the flight.
Alright, rudder bias checked.
All right,
Get to that
taxi,
point.
taxi checks.
Yep.
Exterior lights as required, are ready on recogs. Brakes, you already
Alright,
checked.
This is Mike.
This is hotel, and
Well, we're on hotel.
we're on
turning
hotel.
right on Mike.
Turning right on Mike, and
Mike
we'll be
3.
holding short of Mike 3, which is right there. Brakes were checked. Nose wheel steering is
That's good.
obviously working. Flight instruments, we want to be
Rolling
on
through
nav and
310.
takeoff. Yep, everything looks good. We got numbers climbing to 6,000.
Check.
And rudder bias checks complete. All right, before takeoff, ice protection systems we won't need. Passenger seats are fine. Flaps are 15, indicating 15
Yep.
with numbers. Speed brakes are retracted and confirm retracted.
Down on my side as well.
Trims 3.
Check.
Set. Crew briefing.
Standard calls, standard brief. We can make it back in here pretty much as almost a visual approach. So,
Yep. Any problems will come back
Yep.
here. We're, I think, about 1,000 pounds over rate.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, taxi on the point Alpha 1 via Mike, Lima and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 1 via Mike, Lima, and Alpha 2 Whiskey Bravo.
all right.
So we're going to sidestep
Step
Mike,
over.
sidestep over to Lima, and then Alpha
1.
to Alpha 1. Alpha 1's all the way
Yep.
at the end of the runway, so we're going to sidestep right here over
Yep.
to Lima.
Max 9 Golf Hotel, stand 25, request push and start. Max 9er Golf Hotel, Edinburgh ground, stand 25, push and start approach, straight push.
Tower frequency, do you have the tower in the?
Yeah, it's on here.
Oh. And then the departure frequency. .5 is going to be departure.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.
And we've already briefed this departure, but look it over again. Max 250 knots, 4,500 and 6,000, and 6,000 at Christ. We are climbing to 6,000. Everything looks good to me.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo.
Go ahead.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.1705.
Over to Tower 18705 to 82 Whiskey Bravo.
After runway inspection hasn't been completed.
Fire training.
Continue front center, AFM, just right here.
Thank you.
Look at that, right on time. 9:30 on the nose.
All right, we can call ready. We'll be there. We'll be ready when we get there.
Okie dokie.
Good morning, Edinburgh Tower. Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo will be ready upon reaching.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, Edinburgh Tower, thank you. Hold on at Alpha 1.
Hold short at Alpha 1 to Whiskey Bravo.
All right, there's Alpha 4.
Yep, Alpha 1 is
Alpha 3
is the
should
hold
pretty
short
much the
line.
hold short line.
Yep.
Yep. See it.
Something else they've used here that,
Runway 06, complete
and I've heard in South America, I've heard a couple times, is line up and wait after, which we don't
So
use.
Kilo runway 06, clear to land,
in the
wind
States.
0403 knots.
Clear to land, 06, short like Kilo.
So they may tell us here to line up and wait after
Tower also just to confirm
the landing traffic.
if I'm confirmed, perfect.
Plus one is confirmed, perfect.
Like that's an A320 or something?
319.
319, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo via Alpha 1 lane for wait, runway 06.
Line up and wait, runway 06 at Alpha 1 to Whiskey Bravo.
So wait, Kilo, sorry, could you keep rolling to the end? Unfortunately, your stand's also occupied.
Finals clear.
Rolling to the end, short like Kilo.
Yep, ice protection system, pedostatics I'll get before takeoff, exterior lights, and engine instruments. Everything's green.
Exterior lights, and like you said, just stand about.
We were clear left, he's still on the runway to the right here.
All right.
I think he's going all the way to the end.
So wait, Kilo, taxi holding point Alpha 18.
Taxi Alpha 1, Alpha 18, short like Kilo.
Taxi late Kilo, contact ground 121755, bye-bye.
121755, short like Kilo.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, runway 06 for takeoff, wind 003 6 knots.
Runway 6 clear for takeoff, 282 Whiskey Bravo.
Power set, achieved, 2 good engines, airspeeds are alive both sides. 80 knot cross check, the engine's good. B1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Gears up. Going diameter. VNAV. Change. V2
And flap to flap, please.
Flaps are up. Okay, you're over your 640 feet.
Yeah.
Should be turning
I
here
was
shortly.
watching a FMS. There it
Yep,
is.
there it goes.
Max 9 Golf Hotel, taxi in Alpha 1 and ready on reaching. So Max 9 Golf Hotel, thanks, hold at Alpha 1. Hold Alpha 1, Blue Max 9 Golf Hotel.
Target A, Ryanair 11X3 Yankee, established on the ILS 06.
Low tide.
Ryanair 11X3 Yankee Edinburgh Tower, continue approach, wind 0803 is less than 5 knots.
Continue, Ryanair 11X3 Yankee.
After takeoff.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, can you recycle the squawk, please? 5401.
54012 Whiskey Bravo.
Thank you. Contact Edinburgh radar 121.205.
21205. Have a good day. 2 Whiskey Bravo.
You too.
Good morning, Edinburgh radar. Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo. 4,800 climbing 6,000.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, Edinburgh radar. Hello. Climb now. Flight level 110.
Climb flight level 110 to Whiskey Bravo.
I'll get that.
Greenland 52 Delta, turn right, heading 035, descend to altitude 2,000 feet, cleared ILS
After
approach runway
takeoff,
06.
landing gear is up with no lines
Right,
flaps.
035,
R0 indicating
2,000
0
feet,
throttles
cleared
on the
ILS,
climb D10 passenger safety switch. We're
06
going to go ahead and leave it
green
on. It's a
zone,
little bumpy here. And exterior lights are down to recogs. Pressurization is climbing. Altimeters set to standard at 7,000 feet.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, contact Scottish Control 124.5, goodbye.
24.5. Have a good day. 2 Whiskey Bravo.
I think it's 2455, but double check.
It's 24.5. It's
Okay.
right there.
Thanks.
Good morning, Control. Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo. 9,000 climbing flight level 110.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, Scottish Control. Good morning. Climb. Stand by for climb.
1,000.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, climb now. Flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130 to Whiskey Bravo.
Scottish, good morning. We're going to name 2 Papa Juliet, pass altitude 5,300, climbing 6,000, armor and a right thumb to the earth.
That's the, you know,
Logan 9 to Papa Juliet, Scottish Control. Good morning. Climb now. Flight level 110.
it's 'cause it
Climb
wants
now.
us
Flight
on
level
6,000.
110. We're going to name 2 Papa Juliet.
Leaving 12 for 13.
Easy 94 Delta Golf, turn left heading 220 degrees.
Left heading 220 degrees, easy 9 for Delta Golf.
Logan 62 Mike Bravo, climb, flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Logan 62 Mike Bravo.
Logan 864 Bravo, cleared level to Sunbury radar 131.3, bye-bye.
Cleared level, Sunbury 1313, Logan 863
Over
Bravo,
flight
bye.
level 100, so we're okay to go over 250. It's pretty. Everybody at the airport was
November
like,
2 Whiskey Bravo, climb, flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180 to Whiskey Bravo.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, are you able to take a service outside controlled airspace for a more direct routing, or would you prefer to stay inside controlled airspace?
We can take more direct.
We can take more direct to Whiskey Bravo.
Yeah.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, route direct to Bezga.
Direct Buzzgo to Whiskey Bravo.
Logan 140 Zulu Tango, resume navigation direct to
you're already
Blackburn.
on nav.
The controller asked if we could accept a more direct routing out of controlled airspace, and we agreed. Apparently, only the northeastern side of the UK is under radar coverage. Accepting this routing meant we'd be responsible for our own separation until reaching Bezga, but it shaved about 10 minutes off the flight and saved some fuel.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, climb flight level 220. What's your requested service if you leave controlled airspace?
Climb flight level 220, and we'd like flight level 430 to Whiskey Bravo.
Spinner 391, roger. You can descend flight level 200.
Descent level 200, Spinner 391.
Go directing, you know, but that's good. Please.
You got it.
Thanks.
Lima Echo, it's now radar control service. Contact Scottish Control 126.3, bye-bye.
126.3 to Echo radar control.
Alrighty, we're on our way back.
On our way to Reykjavik, second ocean crossing.
Easy 94 Delta Golf, descend flight level 160.
Flight 160, easy 9 for Delta Golf.
2122.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, climb flight level 270. In 1 minute you leave controlled airspace. It will be a deconfliction service.
Climb flight level 270 to Whiskey Bravo, roger.
What's a deconfliction service?
Traffic.
So in 1 minute we're leaving controlled airspace. That's going to be that line right there.
Yeah.
A deconfliction service is an advisory service provided by air traffic control while you're in uncontrolled airspace. However, it's ultimately the pilot's responsibility to remain clear of other traffic. There must have been other aircraft in the area as the controller appeared to be assigning us altitudes to pass above or below them before we entered uncontrolled airspace.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, it's radar control service above flight level 245, contact Scottish Control 132.490, bye-bye.
32490, have a good day, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Control, thank you, climb initially flight level 290.
Flight level 290, 1160, my brother.
Good morning, Control, Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, flight level 252, climbing 270.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, Scottish Control, thank you, climb flight level 430.
Climb flight level 430, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
All right, everybody, we're climbing out of flight level 260 on our way to Reykjavik. It was a beautiful departure out of Edinburgh. Did I say that right?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. And we're going to go ahead and shut the cameras off now, and we'll pick them up on the way into Reykjavik. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are descending out of flight level 360 into Reykjavik. It's overcast there, a little bit of rainy, similar to what it was when we went in last time, and we are shooting the same approach, just from the different, coming from the east side rather than the west side. We'll be on the ILS 19er. We briefed our arrival procedure and briefed our approach already, and we're just awaiting clearance. We've been cleared down to flight level 100. If you're liking these videos, please leave me a comment. Hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let me know what you think about this video.
Temperature's changing in the descent. Having to
Yeah, we went from
play with the power. Plus 14 to plus 1 now.
Yeah.
Vessel Malta 2 Whiskey Yankee 1 ready. Descend via start to flight level 100.
It was holding pretty steady.
1 ready, descend via start, descend flight level 100 with Malta 2 Whiskey Yankee.
Yeah, so in our cruise, we've had temperatures of ISA plus 15 on the way over here, which you never see that in the States, but I guess I've been told by a bunch of pilots, pretty common here. That makes it hard for us to get all the way up to 450, but we're not going that direction anyway.
Reykjavik Control to Air France 068 Heavy calling. Good day, satisfactory 340.
Air France 068 Reykjavik Control, good morning.
Some pretty cool views of the mountains. Yeah, giant glacier too. We'll pop up some pictures here that I took from 43,000 feet on the east side of Iceland. There's a huge glacier that empties off the 5,000 foot mountains, 4,500 foot mountains. It's a pretty cool view. But now it's overcast the rest of the way.
Scandinavian 596, contact Reykjavik 126.75.
126.75, 596.
Yep, that's the same. Light trails all broken, 600.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, contact Reykjavik approach 119.0, bye-bye.
119.0, have a good day, 2 Whiskey Bravo. Good morning, Reykjavik approach, Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, flight level 193, descending 100 with Gulf.
November 282 Whiskey Bravo, Reykjavik approach, identified, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1005, expect ILS Zulu 19er.
1005 down to 5,000 feet, expect the ILS Zulu 19er to Whiskey Bravo.
5,000 set.
C5
for the 19er.
Zulu.
Yep.
Runway 9er. It's in the box. Fins are set, speeds are set.
Yep, you know, speed restrictions again are 240 at Kuzer and 210 at Exunu. Yep.
So, with this nice Zulu feeder route,
it should automatically sequence after we crossing Zulu. Yep.
Activate anything.
Yep. So Jeff's used to flying the CJ4 that has Collins, and what did you say? It automatically, when you hit the approach button, that it goes vectors to final. We were talking about that because this is a Zulu approach, which is GPS guidance to final approach fix. And we were talking about the differences, like in the Collins, if you hit the approach button while you're out here, you're going to go vectors to final and lose cursor to Exuma. The G3000 is supposed to automatically sequence one position prior to the final approach fix, which would be Exunu. So as soon as we turn inbound, it should switch us from the pink needles to green needles. If it doesn't, I'll just reach over and hit the activate vectors to final for Jeff. And so we're down to 5,000 now, and then it'll be 3,600 to Exunu and down to 2,800.
Yep, over RFK 19.
Yep, and that's over 3 miles. Depending on what the glide slope looks like, we might just stay at 3,600 and intercept it there. Or we can just come down. We can set it down, but we haven't been cleared for any approaches or anything as of yet.
Nope.
Temperatures come up to 6.
November 2, Whiskey Bravo, cleared ILS Zulu, approach runway 19er.
Cleared ILS Zulu, approach runway 19er, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Approach mode is armed. And we can go all the way down to 36. Yep. Let's do 3,600. Actually, we can do it all the way to 2,800, but it's probably not going to take us that last few, so.
Oh, you got the minimum right now at 5, so the minimum.
Yeah, we have the crossing restriction of 5,000 in Cooper. That's why that's on there. We can go all the way to 28 because after we cross, there should be at 3,600. Thank you. And we did run down this, but let's approach landing data. Crew briefing. We're ready briefed. Avionics plane instruments set up. Fuel transfer is off, and we are balanced. Exterior lights are on recogs. Passenger briefing was already given. Seats and seat belts are just secured. Passenger safety switch you just got. Messages are engine ice only. Known whites and pressurization is landing field elevation. The before landing checklist to go.
Not seeing anything.
Nope, not seeing anything. I don't see. I see a little bit of moisture. It's raining.
Yeah,
just
it's
moisture.
wet.
It's wet. Yep. Nothing sticking. But if we'll try to show it on the video, and I've showed it before, that if you pick it up icing, it will usually show up down here on the window, but we're just getting moisture. And turn that off. 118.0, and ground is 21.7.
Alright, 500 a transition.
And we have our white needles.
Nothing.
Nope, still not seeing any icing.
Just fine. Yeah, it's just all rain. You can see it on them.
Yep. Okay, coming up on Cruiser, your speeds are good.
Checked. Yep.
And your next speed restriction is 210 at Exunu.
Yep, I'll start slowing here just to... Exunu is 12.2 out.
Yep, and we have 5 miles to the final approach fix from Exunu. Alright, your speed checks. 210. And I think it's going to level us at 36 here. We are below the glide slope at the moment.
Sort of saying it's going to.
Yep.
1,000 to go, 38 for 28.
Oh, didn't level us at 36, so it's going to bring us all the way down to 28. It should cycle in once
it gets
once it gets established. There it goes, automatic cycle. Why are you on LOC2?
That's weird.
Normally, the pilot flies on nav or LOC1, and the co-pilot flies on nav or LOC2. For some reason, the G3000 avionics failed the pilot side PFD to LOC2. Jeff swapped back to LOC1 and there was no signal. This caused the master caution. We quickly discussed it, and since LOC2 appeared to be responding properly, we continued the approach. Once we broke out of the clouds, I found the issue.
Reykjavik Tower, Citation 282, Whiskey Bravo, ILS 19er.
Citation 282, Whiskey Bravo, Reykjavik Tower, wind 210 degrees, 14 knots, runway 19er, clear to land, QNH 1005,
1005, runway 19er, clear to land, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
And you go gear down.
Okay, gear down. Speed checks are good. Gear down, 3 green, no lights. Flaps 35 to go. Before landing gears down, flaps 35 to go, speed brakes. Airspeed cross checks 142 both sides, autopilot and yaw dampener to go, and go around altitude was 3,600.
Thank you, perfect. And we are 6 out. Got a little bit of ground.
Yep, getting a little bit of ground contact.
You go full flaps, please.
Flaps full.
A
I
little
got
bit of
ground
forward
contact.
viz.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see the island. Don't quite have the runway yet.
5 out.
It's because the runway's way over to the left side.
Yeah, I got the runway.
Yep.
But we're gonna. I'm staying.
Yeah,
on
we're
just
yeah. We got this low
they're
level.
calling 600.
Autopilot.
I just want to look at something here.
That's fine.
Yeah, Nav1 did tune to.
Now that we were out of the clouds, I decided to look at the LOC1 frequency. It wasn't correct. Maybe we accidentally changed it along the way, but I couldn't find it anywhere in my videos. When I briefed the approach, I only checked my side. This is a great example of how the G3000 avionics will automatically fail over to good sensors.
There's just some scud kind of sitting over the airport.
Right, gear down, 3 green, no reds.
$500.
Pressurization's good.
Good. Standing
Yaw
by
dampener
yaw
to go.
down.
Yep.
Yep. A little bit of gust there because I was holding 116 and I hadn't touched the power, and it up into 120. But correcting. Three green full flaps.
Minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
Yaw's gone.
Winds are 227 at 20.
Thanks.
Job.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna leave him at approach.
November Whiskey Bravo. Backtrack, vacate the runway right via Echo to Apron 1.
Backtrack, runway, Echo, and Apron 1 to Whiskey Bravo.
Leave the lights.
Yep, leave the lights on since we're on the runway. All right, everybody. You did shut the bleeds off, right? Yep.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us here, and hope you enjoyed that flight. If you're liking these flights, please leave me a comment. Subscribe. Let me know what you think about them, and we'll see you on the next flight. All right, after takeoff checklists, after landing checklist is flaps 0. We landed number 15. Pitot statics, I already got off. Ice protection systems are off. Defog's off. Exterior lights we're leaving on since we're on the runway.